All right, so now we are live on Facebook. So, guys, want to welcome every single one of you to our presentation tonight. Again, I am standing in for Mr. Danny Seguinal, who is right now live in Tahiti, doing a presentation for a massive group of people we have there in Tahiti. So, again, welcome every single one of you. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. For those of you who are looking to do more in 2024, whether you're looking to make your dreams come true from a travel perspective, whether you're looking to make your dreams come true from an income perspective, you have 100% unequivocally come to the right place. For my wife, Jean, and I, this has been one of those unbelievable, breathtaking, pinch ourselves kind of experiences. We got involved with the company because our daughter played softball, and she was playing travel softball. She got a Division I softball scholarship, right? And so we live in California. Her scholarship's to Bradley in Peoria, Illinois. And so we wanted to catch all her games. Well, they play 4 games a week for about 4 months out of the year, which means we were living in hotels and rental cars 4 days a week for 4 months out of the year. And as you can imagine, that bill's getting big. I mean, this is expensive. And so we were obviously open to the idea of saving money on travel. Well, I've known the owner, the gentleman on the screen right there, Mr. David Hart. I've known him since 1998. I live in the same town as him. I live in the same town as the company. Everyone in town knows David Hart. He pioneered the mobile car washing industry in all of Southern California. He had these trucks all over town with his picture on the side. Everyone knows this guy, right? I mean, he was massively, massively successful. He was a finalist for Entrepreneur of the Year. All right. Well, then he's obviously done other businesses where he's one of these guys that everything he touches just kind of turns to gold, right? Just makes you sick. Here's his latest gold nugget. I mean, hey, Todd, here's the latest thing I'm doing that's making me a fortune. He's one of those guys that's got a knack for trends, a knack for timing, a knack for business, right? And knowing what, the marketplace is looking for and finding creative solutions. That's what business really is. And so he says, you got to try my travel product. You can book travel without all of that artificial markup from all those other guys. And so we tried it. And sure enough, we were booking stuff 50% off, 70% off, sometimes only 30% off, but we were saving a bloody fortune. Well, as the other sports parents, like Daryl and Maria and other parents on the team, saw the rates we were paying versus the rates they were paying, well, they were begging us for a link. I mean, guys, you don't have to sell something when they physically saw our receipt versus their receipt. Stayed at the same hotel. They're like, wait a minute, how'd you get that rate? Oh, it's this travel thing we joined. Hello, send me a link, right? And so, I mean, I have people like I'll get you a link, right? I'll get you a link. And I get a text somebody on, hey, don't forget to send the link. Yeah, I'll get that over to you. Hey, you're gonna send the link, right? Yeah, I get it. I still haven't got like, geez, down, boy, down. I get it to you, right? Again, you don't have to sell somebody on saving 50, 60, 70%. It'd be like if there was a store that had half price food. We have groceries for half the price, or a gas station says, hey, we have gas for half the price. Would you have to sell that? No. People just need to know that it's true. And the moment they know that it's true, boom, they're all over it, right? And guys, we just got done this last hour, and we were doing a back office deep dive where we opened up our site, we opened up Expedia's site, and we did the side-by-side comparison. Now, we cannot do that when we're streaming live on Facebook, which is what we're doing. And when we're recording, right? They don't allow us to put the prices in the public domain. But privately, if I were to shut off the Facebook, I could open up our site right now and say, here's our site, here's Expedia side by side. We could go to Vegas, Orlando, Miami Beach, Boston, New York, Chicago, Los Angeles. We could go to Venice. We could go to Barcelona, London, Tokyo, Paris. And you'd be like, holy crap, he's not kidding. It's really, literally 40, 50, 60, 70% off compared to what Expedia and Booking.com and all the other guys are charging, right? And so we told parents on the team, they began to tell people who began to tell people, and this thing just spread all over the world. I mean, guys, we have customers now in 64 different countries. What started off as a way to save money turned into a way to go on free vacations, turned into a 7-figure business. And guys, we're everyday normal people. My wife managed a Kohl's department store for 20 years. It was only, last April, almost 2 years ago, this April, that our income from this became 10 times what she was making as a manager at the Kohl's department store. So she quit her job. And so today, all we do is we travel, vacation, have fun. And it seems like the more fun we have, the more money we make. And so we're going to go through the details of all this tonight. By the way, that is a picture of our home office in Temecula, California. I live probably 15 minutes at most from that building right there. In fact, I was there just a couple of days ago, right? I mean, gorgeous home office. We're expanding, by the way. We're hiring new people, by the way. I mean, we are growing. The company's debt-free, extremely profitable. Again, customers in 64 countries, customer service in multiple languages. We have a satellite office in Madrid, Spain. Again, our CEO and founder, a finalist for Entrepreneur of the Year, paid tens of millions in commissions all over the globe. The paychecks go out on time, every time, as they have for the past 10 years. And our big goal is to, number one, show people how they can book at the travel agent rate, book travel at no markup, book travel for up to 70% off, how you can earn travel points toward vacations. So I had those parents on the team. Oh my gosh, send me a link. When we signed up 3 people, not only was our membership free, we're getting these travel points every month for free, which we could turn in for 2 to 3 actual vacations per year. And then finally, the company says, hey, if you want, you can make money by telling other people how they can save huge money on travel. And so that's an option. You don't have to do it, but it's one that many people have exercised, even when initially they thought they weren't going to. And then they saw, oh my gosh, Johnny wants this and Sally wants it. And they see it spread and they're like, oh my gosh, I mean, this thing is great. And then the checks start showing up and like, hey, how big could these checks get? And then the checks get bigger and bigger. And they're like, okay, I'm in this thing, right? And so again, sometimes it's a process, right? I understand that. If for some of you, you're here tonight, you're just like, okay, what is this thing? But as we get you in the back office and we, pull up the pricing, and for long, you're like, okay, yes, okay, I'm in, right? So it's a process. I understand that. So travel, single largest industry in the world. In fact, the travel industry is bigger than the number 2 industry in the world, combined with the number 3 industry in the world, combined with the number 4. You can take 2, 3, and 4, combine them all in one, and it's smaller than the travel industry. Why? Because travel is the one thing everybody wants to do. If you were to go out and ask 100 people tomorrow, if you had all the time and all the money in the world, what would you do? Number 1 answer, I travel. If you ask people about their bucket list, the list of things you want to do before I die, 3 very important words. Before I die, here are the things I want to do in life. Here are my dreams. And on that list are all these travel destinations. And you're like, well, if these are your dreams, why don't you go? And the answer is always the same. Well, I can't afford it. What if I could show you how to afford it right now? What if I could make that possible? And guys, we help people save money on hotels, resorts, cruises, rental cars, activities, excursions, shopping, dining, show tickets, concert tickets, NFL tickets, movie tickets, Six Flags, Legoland, Disney, you name it. You're going to be blown away by the number of ways you can save money in our company. Now, the travel industry is not only the biggest in the world. This is an article that came out from Bloomberg Finance just last week. Not only the biggest in the world, but it's going to 15.5 trillion, currently 10 trillion, going to 15 trillion in the next 9 years. Guys, that is a 50% increase. We're talking about an industry growing by 5 trillion. Let me put this in perspective. The entire energy industry, oil, right? You always hear drill, baby, drill, right? Oil. We hear about Saudi Arabia. I mean, they're so rich because they got all the oil. Well, the entire energy industry does not do 5 trillion a year. The travel industry is going to grow from 10 trillion to 15 trillion. Just the growth in the next 9 years is bigger than the entire oil industry. Think about that. And here we are, this company doing things in travel that have never, ever been done before. I'm going to prove that here throughout our presentation. What is driving that? It's the young people. I was just talking to a lady a moment ago, Johnny, her daughter's 30, and she goes, yeah, this younger generation, they don't want big houses and cars. They want experiences. They don't want luxury items. They want to go places. They want dream vacations. And 2/3 of the entire global population, 2 out of every 3 people on the entire planet, by the way, happen to fall into this category. Now, this article, if you guys want some research, comes from Fortune magazine. This was July 5th, 2023. And they're the ones that's talking about this 2/3 of the global population. They would rather have a dream vacation than purchase a luxury item. but that's what's driving the travel industry. Now, here's the dirty secret in travel. You think you're price shopping, but you're not. Two companies control the entire space. Let me give you some proof positive, right? Documentation beats conversation. We're going to share sound, and here we go.
If you go to online travel sites and scour them looking for the best hotel deal, you may be actually wasting your time.
NBC4 consumer investigator Randy Mack is here to explain how that works.
That's right. There's a reason these deals look similar. And the problem is that these third-party sites often fall under the umbrella of one or two companies. So while you think you're searching for multiple companies looking for the very best deal, every deal you're considering may actually be from the same company. Many savvy travelers look for the best hotel deals online.
I usually look at sites that kind of claim to have the best deals.
It seems like there's a lot of competition.
I've used Expedia, Trivago, there's Booking.com.
Always looking for a bargain. I like to see the red numbers that make you think like you're getting a good deal.
But that may not be the case.
Almost all those sites are owned by one or two companies.
According to the nonprofit Consumer's Checkbook, Expedia and Booking Holdings owns 95% of third-party booking sites. That means shopping around may be a waste of time, and Checkbook says calling the hotel directly won't land you a better deal. They're hesitant to undercut the booking sites.
So guys, that was the key line, right? Two companies control the entire space, and calling the hotel directly isn't going to help you either, because the hotels get all of their business from these same two companies. If you undercut our price, we'll kick you off our platform, enjoy bankruptcy, right? They're not about to cut their own throat. And so it's like collusion, right? It's like price fixing. So to give you an example, this is my middle daughter. She's an oral surgeon in Pennsylvania. That's her husband. He's a dentist. They got married about a year and a half ago. They got two very professional incomes. Wanted to take their honeymoon to the Maldives. Wanted to get that private bungalow like you see there on the screen. On Expedia's website, that place goes for $10,000 for the week. On our site, same room, same date, same everything, it's $6,000. We are literally $4,000 cheaper on that 1 week. Now, some people are like, wait a minute, hold on. Todd, Expedia is a huge company. How are you guys getting a better rate than them? To which I reply, we do not have a better rate than them. But I keep trying to tell you, $6,000 is the rate. Expedia chose to mark it up to 10 grand. Then they chose to buy every travel site you can think of. So when you price shop, all you see is 10 grand. And by the way, think about the level they go to. When you go to the various sites, you go to Trivago, you go to Orbitz, you go to Travelocity, you go to Cheap Tickets, you go to Hotels.com, they all have a different price. You know, they're $5 difference, $10 difference, $21 difference, you know, in so many cents. They're all owned by the exact same company. They're doing it to create the illusion that you're price shopping when you're not. They're sitting back laughing, going, I wonder who they're going to choose, because it's all coming to the same place. And so again, they chose to mark the price up. They chose to buy every travel site you can think of. And when you call the hotel directly, they're not going to undercut the price. So everyone walks around believing the price is 10 grand when the real price is actually 6 grand. That's how the travel space works. If you want further proof of that, all you have to do is Google top 10 internet companies in the world. And you're going to see Amazon, Google, Facebook, Alibaba, eBay, Netflix, companies that are making billions and billions. We all know that. On that same list of the companies making billions and billions, here is Priceline, Booking.com, and Expedia, right? I mean, they're making billions just like Amazon, Google, and Facebook. Now, remember, they do not own anything travel related. They don't own a hotel. They don't have a car rental agency. They don't have a cruise ship or resort. How are they making billions and billions and billions? Because they own a monopoly. They're jacking the price up and selling it to you, and you have no idea they're even doing it. And when you get rid of the artificial markup, you can book the place you see here on the screen for $11.48 instead of $17.97. You just saved $100 a night. Or you can book the Paradise Point Hotel in San Diego instead of $13.07 at Priceline. How about $6.65 from us? Guys, you're saving $213 per night. It's not like they marked it up $10 or $20. They marked it up $200 a night. I mean, at some level, that should infuriate you. How many moms and dads dream of taking their kids to San Diego? Man, we'll go to the beach. We'll go to the zoo. We'll go to SeaWorld. Mama looks at the price and says, man, we ain't going anywhere. I mean, I guess we're staying home again this year. Sorry, Johnny. Sorry, Susie. No dream vacation for you because some blood-sucking internet site wants to make a bunch of money. Guys, we're changing the game. We're bringing an entirely new model to the space. Now, understand that the pricing model that the travel industry operates under is the same pricing model they used back in 1758. So for 265 years, the pricing model, the pricing scheme has been exactly the same. I understand that today we go online to book travel, but it's an online travel agency versus a brick and mortar travel agency. They didn't change the way they price travel, and the way they price it drives the cost up for consumers. Now, realize the pricing model has not changed in 265 years. 1758. Our country, the United States of America, wasn't even born until 1776. This pricing model is older than the entire country we happen to live in. That's how outdated this is. And so it's time for something new, something fresh, something different, right? We're bringing the Netflix model to travel. Now, what does that mean? Understand that Netflix doesn't make money selling movies. They make money selling a membership that allows you to watch an unlimited number of movies. Well, they came out at a time when Blockbuster was king of the jungle. What happened next? Blockbuster went bankrupt because of that new model. Well, today, Netflix has 247 million subscribers, and they do 32 billion a year in sales. We're bringing the Netflix model to travel. What's that mean? We don't make money selling travel. We make money selling a membership that allows you to book travel with no markup, which will allows you to book travel for 50, 60, 70% less. Now, if you're somebody that travel once every 2 years, you might be better off at Expedia. But if you're somebody who likes to travel even once or twice a year or more, you're going to save a fortune with us. It is a new, updated model. Now, to give you an example here on the screen, if you look at the very bottom of the page, right here with the red arrow, this is Expedia's website. Over here, this is our website, okay? We go over here to Expedia, you get the red arrow. Now, I know it says total $331, but that price there includes resort fee, okay? And you have to pay the resort fee there. Our price does not include resort fee, so we want to be fair. Keep it apples to apples, right? Expedia is charging $154 for this room, okay? Over here, we're charging $38. Again, they're charging $154, we're charging $38. Now, by the way, they're claiming that this is 35% off. This unbelievable deal they're giving you, you're getting an unbelievable deal, 35% off. They're ripping you off. It's $154 when the real price is $38, guys. The hotel is only getting $38. You can pay $158, but the hotel's only getting $38, right? You can pay $258. The hotel's only getting $38. They're not getting the extra money. The internet site just keeps it. That's how they pay for those commercials you see on television. That's how they're paying for the Priceline negotiator, Captain Kirk, right? That guy ain't cheap. That guy is not cheap. That's how they pay for it all, right? We are literally 72% less in this example I'm showing you on the screen right now. Right over here, we go to Miami Beach. See right here, Miami Beach, the first one, we are 83% less. You can see other sites are charging $6,500. We're charging $1,133. We're $5,000 less on this one booking. Over here, this is a place in Las Vegas. Some of you may recognize it. It's a 5-star hotel, right? Instead of charging $3,900, we're charging $1,772. Again, 55% off what Expedia and those guys are charging. This one's 67% off what those guys are charging. 64% off, 66% off, 57%. Guys, I could stay back here all day and go city by city by city and show it to you. And you'd be like, seeing is believing. The travel industry is long overdue for a model change. And we are bringing in that change. And all of you can cash in savings on travel, or you can begin to tell people about the Netflix membership, about the travel membership. And as it spreads from person to person to person, you can make a ton of money. We're going to get to that in a couple of moments. Now, as good as everything I've shown you is so far, it's a foundation to help you understand travel, but the real sizzle of what we do is in our Dreamcation platform. This is where we can show anybody, anywhere, any budget, how they can have an unbelievable vacation every single year. Now, I'm going to show this to you from our platinum perspective. It's our #1 seller by far, not even close. With the platinum, you're getting 3,000 points per year. What does that even mean? It means you're getting 1 to 2 vacations per year with the points. Now, By the way, for most of you, it's 2 vacations. Okay. For some of you, well, because I booked the 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, because I booked the all-inclusive, it took me 13 months instead of 12 months to have enough points to pay for the second vacation, right? So guys, for all practical purposes, you're getting those vacations. I just spilled my tea everywhere. You're getting those vacations every year. So again, you're getting, it says 1 to 2, right? But in all reality, you're getting 2 per year for most people, right? So I just want to give you guys the disclaimer. Let me see if I can find something for the tea I just spilled, knocked it over. Luckily, it did not go on top of my laptop. It just went on me. All right, hold on real quick. You guys see my microphone right there? That's my microphone. Wait 1 second here. All right, we should be good here. Wait 1 more second. I got another paper towel here. I had a feeling that might happen. I almost knocked it over earlier. I shouldn't keep my tea on that left side there. All right, so going back to 3,000 points, right? For most of you, that's 2 trips per year. For some of you, it might take you 13 months to get to the second trip, just giving you the full disclaimer. Plus, you're going to get 1 trip, by the way, that does not require points. It's our trip incentive. So I got basically 2 trips per year with 3,000 points. Plus, you're going to get the free trip incentive. If you're not buying this trip, it's given to you for free. But at the end of the day, I'm going on 3 trips per every 12 months, maybe every 13 months, right? 3 trips per year. And I'm going to show you the kinds of trips that you're going to go on. These are the Canary Islands. Now, if you've never been to the Canary Islands, they're just like the Hawaiian Islands. They're absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, but they're in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean instead of the Pacific Ocean. You can come here for 7 nights, 8 days for nothing. It's one of the 2 trips that you're buying every year. Maybe you'd rather go get a full kitchen with a dining room, a living room, flat screen TV, fireplace, separate bedroom, has a jacuzzi tub in it, right? At a name brand resort, a name you guys would all know in a heartbeat. You got the pool, the palm trees. You're 10 minutes from Disney. You're here 7 nights, 8 days for $84. This is just one of the 2 trips that you're buying. Maybe you want to go to Cabo San Lucas. This is a place that my wife and I went. Okay, guys, we are. You guys can hear the sound. Yeah, so you guys hear the sound. I'll shut the sound off. You guys can come here to Cabo San Lucas for 7 nights, 8 days. This is a resort they just built a handful of years ago. It's a 5-star resort. They typically can sell this for $600 a night to $1,000 plus per night. We were here 7 nights, 8 days. That's my wife for nothing. We were oceanfront, left the door open. You could hear the waves crashing all night. They had amazing restaurants there, swim up bar. I mean, it was absolutely incredible. This is just one of the 2 trips that we were buying. Plus you get the other trip. So again, you're getting, 2 trips that you're buying, 1 trip you're not buying. You're getting 3 vacations per year at the end of the day. Now, people say, okay, but is it hard to get a room? Is there a lack of inventory? Do I have to see a timeshare presentation? Is this a timeshare? Is there a contract? Are there penalties? Is there this? Is there that? Am I a travel agent? I have to do this. Let me answer all those questions. No, 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 no. Let me say in Japanese, no. Okay, guys, there's none of that. There's no contracts. There's no penalties, nothing. You can sign up today, cancel tomorrow, anytime you wish. We're the anti-timeshare. We're not a timeshare. We're the anti-timeshare, right? And so, guys, this is nothing more than showing people how they can go out and book travel at an unbelievable price. Now, is there a lack of inventory? Here's all the countries you can go to: United States, Mexico, Canada, Caribbean, Europe, Australia, South Pacific, South America, Central America, Asia, Africa, Middle East, right? These are all the different countries. There's 480,000 weeks available right this very moment. Is there a lack of inventory? Only if you consider 480,000 weeks not enough to choose from, right? I mean, every country in the world, right? There's always a vacation you can book. You can book 365 days out of the year, no blackout dates. You can book 7 days a week, go when you want to go. Now, to give you an example of that, if you go over here to the last place we have on the screen, there we go. You can see that I did this in just the Disney area alone. So this is a search just for Disney, Florida. So I'm searching Orlando only, okay? And I did the search for May 15th, and 64 different places came up that I can go to. By the way, that's not 64 weeks. There might be, a few hundred weeks that are represented between the 64 places, right? That's just 64 different places I can choose from. And then from there, they have this date, this date, this date, this date, this date, this date, all around the May 15th date area when I can go. Guys, there's no lack of inventory. There's no lack of amazing places you can go. And so these are our getaways. Again, 480,000 weeks. You can get 2 trips per year, just like the ones I showed you a moment ago. They're typically 7 nights, 8 days. You can get a studio. You can get a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom. We have these kinds of places that are available back there, right? You go on your own, have a great time. Now, in addition to the getaways, we also happen to have our world tours. And with a world tour, this is always a 4- and 5-star resort. Typically, you got breakfast included, almost always. I can only think of one example where there's not. Sometimes you have an all-inclusive. Now, this is where you can go on your own, do your own thing, have fun. You don't ever have to talk to anybody else or associate with anybody else, but a world tour is a fixed date when a lot of people from our company will go to the same place at the same time. Now, again, no one will ever know you're in Trevorium unless you tell them, okay? But for a lot of people, when they go there, as great as it is to be in Dubai, as unbelievable it is to be at a 5-star resort, waterfront, breakfast included, as incredible it is to be there for $99. For many of you, when you leave, you're not going to be talking about those things. You're going to be talking about all of the different people that you met from all over the world who were part of the Trevorium family. You're going to meet some of the most unbelievable, incredible, optimistic, happy people who love life. They love travel. They want to make money. They want to improve themselves. People who are just like you. But you get to meet them from Morocco and from Switzerland, from Belgium, from Germany, from France, people from Madagascar, people from Chile, Colombia, Argentina, people from the Philippines or Japan or Singapore. You get to meet people from all over the world, and you're going to end up becoming friends with them. Like you'll see them at breakfast. Oh my gosh, you're part of Trevorium, us too. Where are you from? And you're just eating the free breakfast together, right? And hey, we're going to go do this excursion. Hey, we're going to do that too. Hey, we'll see you there. So you'll get to know these people. And by the time it's all said and done, right? When you're getting ready to leave, you're going to be going, I love you, man. You're going to be like the best of friends, exchanging information. Well, keep in touch on WhatsApp, keep in touch on Facebook or Instagram, right? You're going to make friends all over the world. And when you leave, you're going to be like, okay, Todd, I didn't get it when you tried to describe it to me, but now I get it. And it's unbelievable. I'm hooked. It's epic. When's the next one? So guys, we have 8 to 9 of these per month that you can go to in addition to the getaways. I just showed you in addition to the trip incentive. And so here they are. This is Cartagena, Colombia, breakfast included, 4-star hotel, amazing place, oceanfront. You're here for $199. You want to go to Montego Bay? We just had a massive group of people that just got back from Montego Bay. They went here. They were here for 5 days, all the food, all the drinks, all the booze, everything included. And they were there for less money than the cost of a Motel 6. Maybe you want to go to Portugal. Maybe you want to go to Puerto Vallarta. All the food, all the booze, everything included, $29. Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the one where there's no breakfast included. But my buddy Paul, if you look at the room in the upper right-hand corner, my buddy Paul was there last week. That was the room he was in. Right? You got this big suite overlooking the entire strip. This is not just a room. It's a suite, right? This is did I say the name of it? I might have said the name of it. Hope I didn't. It's a 5-star resort, by the way. It's a name everyone would know. Okay. And he was here for like $150 for all 5 days. Did not include breakfast, right? But again, the normal rate on this room is hundreds per night. His buddy or his brother stayed there earlier this year, paid like $1,500 to be there, right? So again, it's an incredible, incredible deal. Malaga, Spain, oceanfront, breakfast included, $32. Morocco, $9. Portugal, $99. Copenhagen, $9. Colorado, Lake Geneva, Punta Cana, Paris, France, Venice, Italy for $1. Athens, Greece, $99. The beaches of Hawaii, Crete, Greece, all the food, all the drinks, everything, $319. Bordeaux, France, $32. Guys, just trying to give you a taste of the kinds of places you can go all over the world. No lack of when you can go, no lack of opportunities to go, and every bit of it for significantly less than you've ever thought was possible. And you can get involved in our company if for as little as $79, right? I want to be a partner. I want to make money. I want the ability to refer 3 people and have this whole thing, cost me nothing on an ongoing basis, right? It's a $79 decision. You get your replicated website, your ID number, your tracking, your training, all those kind of things are going to happen for you. $79. Now from there, I simply then select my level of membership. Do I want the small? Do I want the medium or do I want the one that everyone actually buys, right? So the small, $49 per month, I get to book at the travel agent rate. I get to book at the kind of rates I was showing you, 50, 60, 70% off. Well, maybe I want the medium. It's only $20 more per month. And for an extra 20 a month, I'm now getting travel points. They're going to allow me to go on one vacation per year, or I'm going to do the one that everyone actually buys, right? That's the platinum. Here I'm getting, 2 vacations per year with the points. I got the trip incentive. I got the tier 1 pricing. I got all the other stuff, right? And it's $249 down, $125 per month. And guess what? If I go out and tell 3 people how they can legitimately save big time money and travel, the whole thing cost me nothing on an ongoing basis because I'm earning more than I'm spending. When I tell 3 people the company's going to pay me $4.10 a day, it means I'm earning $127 a month. They're going to take the 125 right out of my commissions. It's not coming off my credit card. What do I care? Cost me nothing. I got all the travel points. What do they cost me? Nothing. And I'm going on all of those trips that we've been describing for virtually nothing because I told 3 people how they could save 40, 50, 60, 70% every time they book, right? And again, you can take people back there. You can open up Expedia. You can open up our site. You can show it to them. No one's got to buy this thing on faith. You can see it with your own eyes. You're like, holy crap, this is an amazing deal. Yes. And then from there, you can begin to tap into our compensation program if you choose, where you can begin to make money. Now, the first thing I want you guys to understand is that if you have a home-based business and you run it with an intention for a profit, you can tap into all of the home business tax deductions, which means you can write off your house, spouse, kids, meals, travel, entertainment, cell phones, miles on your automobile, etc. You guys can Google this. You can buy best-selling books on this. You can go see your local CPA about this, but you're going to find out that on average, you're going to save, $400, $500 per month in taxes. Well, if you're saving 500 times 12 months, that's $6,000 a year. Well, the membership's $125 a month. That's $1,500 a year. So if I'm saving $6,000 a month in taxes because I have a home-based travel business, but it only costs me $1,500 a year, that means I'm making $4,500 because with the the IRS is going to let me keep more of my money because I have a home business, right? So they're going to ship instead of taking all that money out of my paycheck and my regular JOB, I get a lot of that money back. So I'm saving $6,000 in taxes. Of course, it cost me $1,500 with the membership, right? So I'm actually $4,500 ahead because I bought the membership. And keep in mind, the membership's giving me all this travel where I'm saving a fortune. I'm getting 2 to 3 vacations per year. I've got the shopping, the dining, all those other kind of things, and I'm getting paid in the form of tax savings to do it. And you can go validate that with your own tax professional. But when you're done, you're gonna be like, whose side are you on? And so again, encourage you to take the time to learn more about it, especially as we approach a brand new year. Now, from there, I tell 3 people, right? And then my 3 tell 3, their 3 tell 3. It kicks in the social sharing ripple effect. Now, guys, this is something you've done your entire life. You've told people about a great restaurant. You've told people about a great movie. You told people about Facebook and Instagram. You're thinking, I did? Yeah. Facebook and Instagram have 3 billion users. 40% of every person on planet Earth is on Facebook and Instagram. But they've never, ever advertised. How do you get 3 billion people and you never advertised? And you think back, you're like, oh, that's right, I forgot. I did invite my friends, and my friends invited their friends, and their friends invited their friends, and notice the rings keep getting bigger. And their friends invited their friends, and their friends invited their friends, and their friends invited their friends, right? It's no different than taking a pebble, a rock, and you drop it in a pond, and you see the ripples that spread out. The same thing happens here, but we track the ripples. And the bigger the rings get, the bigger your check from our company is going to get. And by the way, the number one thing shared on social media is travel. Nobody goes on vacation without doing a photo dump. Now, it was Warren Buffett, the 5th richest man in the entire world, who says, unless you find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until the day you die. And now the reason I bring that up is because that is not what is currently being taught in school. What's being taught is go to school, get good grades, get a degree, get a job. It's all going to be okay. People have figured out it ain't going to be okay. It ain't going to be okay. That's why the fastest growing segment of the global economy happens to be the gig economy. People are doing Uber and Lyft. They're doing DoorDash and Instacart. They're doing, podcasts and YouTube videos. They're selling stuff on eBay and Amazon. They're doing Airbnb and Fiverr and all these other kind of things because I got to make some extra money. But none of those things let you make money while you sleep. We do. You're going to build this membership. You're going to tell a few who tell a few who tell a few. It's going to spread like Netflix. And as people enjoy that membership and it continues to spread, your check is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And it begins by telling three. Because when you tell three, you're earning $127 a month. They take the 125 out of the 127. You're earning more than you're spending, right? This is no longer coming off your credit card. And you got all the benefits of the membership. Now from there, let's assume you tell a fourth person. 2 on the left, 2 on the right. You're going to build 2 legs straight down. Your 4 people tell a couple people each. Gives you 8 customers in the left leg, 8 customers in the right leg. You are now earning $400 to $700 per month. Well, if those 8 on each side tell a couple people each, right? You got 25 customers in the left leg and 25 customers in the right leg. You are now earning, $1,500 to $2,500 a month and ongoing residual income, with the average being something closer to $2,000. If those 25 on each side tell a couple people each, you got 63 customers in the left leg, 63 customers in the right leg. You are now earning ballpark $3,000 something a month, right? Those 63 tell one person each. You got 125 customers in each leg. You're now earning $4,000 to $5,000 per month. And if you get just half of those people to tell one person each, you got 188 customers in the left leg, 188 in the right leg, and you are now earning on average $10,240 per month in residual income. Money that comes in every single week, every single month, whether you work or not. And by the way, the check can go up from there. As your team continues to grow, those 2 legs, that you can make 20 grand, 30 grand, 40 grand a month. And once you get to the 10 grand, the company's going to give you a brand new position, no cost to you in any way, shape, or form, where you can go do it all over again. You can go, put in a few, and they tell a few who tell a few who tell a few. And my number 1 spot can go to, again, 10, 20, 30, 40 grand a month. My second spot, I can begin to build it, and I can go to 10, 20, 30, 40 grand a month on it, right? And then they give me another one. And then they give me another one, right? There's no limit to how much money you can make. By the way, this is Tatiana. She's one of our brand new 1-star ambassadors. Huge shout out to her and her husband, Ark. They've been here 18 months, built an income of about $250,000 a year in 18 months. And when you get to meet Tatiana, she's shy, she's quiet, she's introverted. She has this very soft voice. And I'm like, hey, Tatiana, man, great job. Thanks. I mean, that's how she sounds. And so, guys, you don't have to be loud and wave your hands and spill your tea on camera like me. I mean, again, we got people from every walk of life. I don't care where you live. I don't care what you do. I don't care what language you speak. I don't care what religion you practice. We got people all over the world, every kind of circumstance, and everyone that's out there telling this story, all of them are having the exact same result. People are getting fired up. People are getting involved. People are traveling. They're saving huge money. They're posting their pictures. They're posting the results. Then other people get involved, and then other people get involved, and then they begin to make a lot of money. And what you don't want to be is the person sitting on the sidelines waiting until it's too late. Oh my gosh, I could have been part of that. I could have been one of the ones, right? Guys, this is your opportunity. Not many people know about our company. I mean, we are still small in the global perspective. Yes, we're in 64 countries. Yes, we got tens of thousands of customers. Yes, but again, Netflix is 247 million. No one's ever heard of us, right? Go to any mall, any town, anywhere. I will give you $5,000 right now if you can tell me what Javorium is. Who? What? How do you even spell that? No one's ever heard of it, right? That will not always be the case. There was a time you'd never heard of Facebook. There was a time you'd never heard of Google. There was a time you'd never heard of Netflix. That was not always going to be the case. Guys, we are going to continue to grow. We're bringing a new model to travel that saves consumers a bloody fortune at a time when people are looking for a way to make extra money. The only thing we're missing is you. There's no better way to start the new year than to start with, man, I got a brand new business, a brand new plan. I'm doing some new things in 2024 I had never done before so that I can make more. Okay. So guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. By the way, we are going to do a training Saturday morning at 9 a.m. California, 12 o'clock if you're on the East Coast. Then at 12 o'clock California, 3 o'clock on the East Coast. We're going to do a back office deep dive where we're going to open up our site, Expedia, side by side, doing the comparisons, right? You can see it with your own eyes, right? Bring people, bring your friends, bring whoever to that presentation. Documentation beats conversation, right? That we can prove every bit of everything we shared with you tonight, and help you understand it. But again, if you get involved and you begin to tell people, amazing things can happen for you. So again, on behalf of Danny Seguinall, who's in Tahiti tonight with a huge group of people, I was standing in for him tonight. Appreciate you guys being here. I'm going to go grab a towel and clean up the tea that's on my floor. So with that, guys, have a great evening. God bless. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We'll see you guys on Saturday. Bye for now.